morning, students. Today is the first class for computer application 12th standard, and in today's class we are going to discuss about introduction to Adobe PageMaker chapter 2. So first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to know what is desktop publishing means. We hear and see the term desktop publishing a lot these days. What is it exactly and what does it mean? So desktop publishing is abbreviated as DTP, and this term we would have come across in many places, like DTP centers. We used to tell it as DTP centers. So actually the term DTP is nothing but desktop publishing, right? So it is a creation of page layouts for documents using DTP software. So in this term, what do you mean by page layout? It is a part of graphic design that deals in the arrangement of visual elements on a page. See, for example, you may take your textbook, or you may take your newspapers. All those contents cannot be typed in MS Word, okay, because it is a tedious job for typing your textbooks or typing the newspaper content which is present there. So to overcome this, they introduce a software called as PageMaker, and this is a page layout software where the newspaper designers or the textbook designers use these softwares, and they design it because it would have layouts. See, layouts in the sense, if you take a newspaper, it will have 8 columns. So it is a ready-made design where you can place your text, and where empty box will be given there, and in that empty box you can place your images. So that is the reason they are telling it as it is a part of a graphic design that deals in the arrangement of visual elements. So where the text should come, where the image should be placed, and what size the content should be. So all those things are visual elements on a page. So today there are several desktop publishing in DTP softwares available in the market. Some of the popular DTP softwares are Adobe PageMaker, Adobe InDesign, and Quark Express, etc. And this is a software which we are reading about. This is Adobe PageMaker software, and this is little bit advanced page layout software which is called as Adobe InDesign, and then comes the third one, Quark Express. So we many of us will have hands-on experience in Adobe PageMaker as well as in Adobe InDesign. And before this PageMaker, what software they use is they make use of CorelDRAW. So everything is of Adobe company, and for photo editing purpose and all, they make use of software called as Adobe Photoshop, right? Then coming to the subunit 2.2, Introduction to Adobe PageMaker. Adobe PageMaker is a page layout software, and students, while watching this video, you just have your textbook and have your pencils, and when I say, you just underline this word because this may be asked in a 1-mark question. Adobe PageMaker is a dash, so there your answer should be page layout software, right? Then the next point is it is used to design and produce documents that can be printed. You can create anything from a simple business card to a large book. So by making use of this Adobe PageMaker, you can start designing from a small business card. Business card is nothing but visiting cards for a company, all right? Starting from visiting cards to a large book, a large size of book which has more number of pages. Then the next point is page layout software includes tools that allow you to easily position text and graphics on document pages. So this page layout software, why it is used is because you can easily position where your text should be and where your graphics. That graphics is nothing but your images. So for example, using PageMaker, you could create a newsletter that includes articles and pictures on each page. You can place pictures and text next to each other, on top of each other, or beside each other, wherever you want them to go. And this last point, if you see, is if you take a magazine or if you take a newspaper, the content is cleanly arranged, that your pictures and your text contents are, you can easily differentiate the text as well as your images. Yes, so it can be the image can be on the top of your content, or towards the beside each other, or wherever you want them to go. So this is what they are telling in the introduction of Adobe PageMaker. The next one is this 2.3 is not in your reduced syllabus, but you should know how to open this application, which is called as Adobe PageMaker. So for that purpose, I am taking this subunit, which is 2.3, how to open PageMaker software. So to open PageMaker software, you should use the command start all programs, Adobe folder. Inside Adobe folder, you will have PageMaker 7.0, and inside that PageMaker 7.0, you will have Adobe PageMaker 7.0. All right. So if you want to see it, see this will be your Adobe PageMaker window. So once after opening your Adobe PageMaker, then the next one, the next content, we directly go to 2.7, which is text block. So a text block contains text you type, paste, or import. You can't see the borders of a text block until you select it with the pointer tool. Alright, so you create text block in two ways. One is click or drag the text tool on the page or pasteboard. So here this white space is called as your pasteboard, and this is your text tool icon, and this is your pointer tool. Then the second one is click a loaded text icon in an empty column or page. See, for example, you can click this text icon and just you can draw a box. So now what they have said here is you can't see the borders of a text block until you select it with the pointer tool. So now here I have drawn a block, but you can't see it because there is no text. So once if I copy some text, see for example, here I have some dummy text. So what I am doing is I am copying this text and I am pasting it here. Alright, so this text is inside a block, but you can't see a block as it is given here. You can't see the borders of your text until you select it with the pointer tool. So what I am going to do is, now I am choosing this pointer tool and I am clicking it. So now you can see the borders, and this one is called as your text block. So this one is called as your text block. I hope so this is clear to you. All right, then the next one is this we have already seen. So in 2.7.1, we are going to see how to create a text block with a text tool. So as I said before, this is your text tool, and this one is called as your toolbox. So once you click this, your insertion point will turn into an I-beam. So this one is called as I-beam. Okay, so your insertion point will turn into I-beam. Then the second point is so once after putting a block, you can type your text here. For example, if you see here, it is a text block, and here I have written some dummy content, and so this one is called as your text block. Okay, so this border will be visible only if you click this pointer tool, and then you should click anywhere in your text part. Clear? Okay, so here the third point is type the text you want, and unlike with the text frame, you will not see the borders of your text block until you click the text with the pointer tool. So as I said before, first you have to draw the border, but once it is in text tool, you can't see your borders. So once after typing your text content and after clicking this pointer icon, then only you can see your borders, that is your text block. Then how in 2.7.2 they are given moving a text block. So how to move your text block? So the content here which is given is to move a block without changing its shape. Place the cursor anywhere inside the block and click and drag it to the required position. See, for example, so this is a block. Now what I am doing is just I am clicking anywhere over the block and just click and drag and move to the desired position. Okay, so if I want to take it back, so just click anywhere in the text block, click it, drag it, and then take it up. So this is moving a text block. The next one is resizing a text block, which is in 2.7.3. So here in this block you have one more question, which is the handles which are seen above and below the text block are called as window shades. So this is a one more question, you just underline it. So what do you mean by window shades is, in a text block, so here a black square mark you are seeing, right? So this one is called as your window shades. So here we can notice that here above and below you are seeing 4 black squares, which is called as window shades. So for resizing, what I am going to do is I am clicking this window shade and just moving it up. Can you see it? Now the content has been resized. Okay, see, once again I will do it. This is called as your window shades. So just I click it and then reducing the text block. So this is called as resizing. So to resize a text block, click on the pointer tool, click either the left or right corners of the handles. So this is called as your handles, either your left side or to your right side of the block, and just click and drag it. When you release the mouse button, the text in the text block will reflow to fit the new size of the text block. Then once you resize your text block, a red triangle in the bottom window shade means there is more text in the text block than is visible on the page. See here, you can see here it is a red inverted triangle mark, which is telling something that you have still more text inside this block. Can you understand? See here, we have reduced the text block content here. So here it is denoting that you have still more text inside this block. Okay, So how to split a text block into two, which is in 2.7.4. So place the cursor on the bottom handle, click and drag upwards. When you release, the bottom handle will contain a red triangle. So here it is red triangle, so we have resized this text block. And now click once on this and the cursor changes to a loaded text icon. Position this where the second part of the text is to be and click. See here, so we have reduced the text block content, and here it is telling that we have still more content inside this block. So how we are going to separate this remaining text into another block is, what we have to do is just we have to make use of this pointer tool, click this inverted triangle. So now your insertion point will be changed into a loaded text icon. So this icon is called as loaded text icon. So now what I am going to do is just I am clicking it. Okay, so the remaining part of the first block has been copied here. Okay, it's not copied, just it is a continuation. But now what I am having is I am having two blocks of text. So this is splitting a text block into two. Clear? Okay children, then the next one is in 2.7.5 they are given as rejoining the split cell. So now what we did is we splitted the block into two. So now what we are going to do is we are going to rejoining these two blocks into a single block of text. So what is the procedure here is, place a cursor on the bottom handle of the second text block, click and drag the bottom handle up to the top. So this is one method, or else the vice versa. So instead of clicking the bottom handle of the second text block, we can even select the bottom handle of the first text block. Okay, now see here, this is the bottom handle of the first text block. Now what I am going to do is just I am clicking here and then dragging and leaving till the second block. Now what happened is the splitted text block has been merged into single text block. Understand? Then the next one is 2.7.6 is placing, which is importing the text. See, this page, Adobe PageMaker is giving you an option to not only typing the text alone in PageMaker alone. So even if you are having your text files in MS Word, or if you are having your text file in Notepad, so even you can place your content which is typed in other application, you can directly place the text inside this PageMaker window. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to choose the file menu, and inside file menu there is an option called as place. So once if you click the place dialog box will appear, and in that dialog box we should locate the document where it has been. See, for example, if I am having the file in desktop, so I should choose desktop here, and just it is enough that to click open. Okay, we will see it an example. So now what I am going to do is I am just deleting it, and I am going to file, place, and I am having my dummy file inside my desktop which is called as dummy text. So here I am having my dummy text, which is a notepad file. So just clicking it and just open. Okay, so we completed this placing, importing the text. So where we saw this loaded text icon. So this icon called as loaded text icon. Then the next topic is manual text flow. See, for example, when to use this manual text flow is if the content of the text block is huge. See, suppose here what's happening is, here in the text block, here you can see this inverted red triangle mark. So which means that there is still more content inside this text block. So at that time what we are doing is we are just clicking this red triangle mark, and then we are making another text block and we are doing the text flow, and this text flow is done manually. So this is called as manual text flow. Alright, so position the loaded text icon at the corner of the area where you want to place the text. Hold down the mouse button and drag to define the text block. Release the mouse button. The text flows into the defined area. If there is more text than fits in the text block, you defined a red triangle appears in the bottom window shade handle, and this is what they are telling. So if the text content is too much inside this text block, you can notice a red triangle mark which is given here. Okay, so at that time what we will do is click once on this and the loaded text icon reappears. So if here it is red triangle mark, by making use of the pointer tool we will click here and then we will place the second text block here, and again if the block has more number of text, again here you will see a red triangle mark, and then clicking here the red triangle mark, we will place the third text block here. Okay, so this will be repeated until there is no more text to place. Clear? See, here you are having plus, so which means you have another block, and again in the second block here you are having a plus symbol, so which means you having a third block, and in that third block, see here in the down handle you don't have any red triangle mark here, so which means this text flows till the third block, and this process is repeated until there is no more text to place. Understand, students? Okay, so this is what is called as manual text flow. So let us see an example for manual text flow. See here, this is a block, and in this block we are having inverted red triangle mark. So which means by making use of this pointer tool, I am clicking this block and just clicking this inverted triangle mark. So our icon changes into a loaded text icon. Just I am clicking here. Alright, so again here I am seeing a inverted triangle mark, which means there is another there is still more content inside the second block. Okay, so this is manual text flow. This is manual text flow. And then the next type of text flow is automatic text flow, which means before importing the text, first select layout auto flow in the menu bar. Then you should import the text. Now the loaded text icon looks different. It contains a squiggly arrow. So if you are making use of this automatic text flow, your icon will be changed into a squiggly arrow mark. Okay, so this means in manual text flow you can see the loaded text icon, and here in automatic text flow you can see this squiggly arrow icon. Okay, so here what happens is, if the text is if your text is very big, and this arrow mark and this automatic text flow, what it does, it will automatically creates a new page and it flows the text from page 1 to page 2. Okay, see here. Now what we are going to do is just in this dummy text file, I am copying the text and I am making the text still with more content. Okay, so I will save this file, and now what they said is, in automatic text flow, before importing the text you should first select layout menu, and inside that layout menu you should choose auto flow option. Okay, see here, in layout menu you have auto flow option, so click it and then we have to choose our file. So what we are going to do is file, place, and inside this we are having our dummy text file, which is a notepad file. Okay, so this dummy text file, open, and now you can see this icon which has been changed to a squiggly arrow mark. Okay, so this squiggly arrow mark represent that this is a automatic flow, text flow. Clear? So just I am clicking at the top of the page. So now what happens is, see here, first page, and automatically the remaining content has been flowed to the second page. And even if I am having my third page, the text stops here. Okay, so there is no remaining text, so it has been stopped in the second page itself. So this is called as automatic text flow. Now can you understand, children? Then in 2.8 you have understanding story. So what they are trying to tell in this is, see, if you take a newspaper article, the content flows from the front page and it may goes to the second page, it may go to the third page, like that. So a story is nothing but continuation of your text, is called as a story. Okay, so it is similar to a newspaper article. The front page of a newspaper may contain several independent articles, some of which will continue on the other pages. In PageMaker, several stories may appear on the same publication page and continue elsewhere in the publication. Okay, so the same content which has been flowing from one page to the other page is called as a story. And then in 2.9 you have threading text block. So what is threading a text block? All text in PageMaker resides inside containers called as text block. This is a 1 mark question, you just underline it, text block. All the text in PageMaker resides inside the containers called as a text block. Okay, so here, so you can see the handles from top to bottom. So this is called as a text block. Okay, and here this is called as a text block. So all the text or resides inside a block, which is called as a text block. A text block can be connected to other text block so that the text in one text block can flow into another text block. Text blocks that are connected in this way are threaded. So what they are trying to tell is, this text block is connected to this text block. Okay, so if a text block is connected between each other, then this is called as threading. Okay, so the process of connecting text among text block is called as threading the text. Text that flows through one or more threaded block is called as a story. So if a text is having more than 2 text block, then that is called as a story. So here you can see this is a 1 mark question, and then text block that are connected. So this is a 1 mark question, And then the second one mark question is the text block that are connected in this way are called as threaded. Then the third one mark question is the process of connecting the text among the text block is called as threading the text. And then the fourth one mark question is the text that flows through one or more threaded blocks is called as a story. So here you should know what do you mean by text block, what do you mean by threading the text, and what is called as a story. Clear? Then once you have loaded the text icon, you can use one of the three text flow option to place the text in a text block. So already we have seen all the methods to load the text. So the first method is you can load the text by making use of manual text flow. Then the second one is automatic text flow. Then the third one is by making use of file menu option, and inside that file menu option you will have a option called as place. Okay. Alright, so to cancel a loaded text icon, click the pointer tool in the toolbox. No text is deleted. A threaded text block can be identified by a plus sign in its top and or bottom handles. Unthreaded text is where a text block stands alone without being connected to any other block. These blocks have nothing in their top and bottom handles. So here what they are telling is, see, if I am having a block, for example, let me reduce this block. See here. So if the blocks are connected, you can see a plus symbol at the bottom of the first page, and see here in the second page at the top of the page, you can top of the block you can see a plus symbol. Okay, so what this is called as threading. Okay, so this is called as threading, and that is content which is given here. A threaded text block can be identified by a plus sign in its top and or bottom handles. An unthreaded text, which is nothing but it stands alone without having any plus symbol, which is clearly understood that there is no connection between two blocks of the text. So you can see in this example, see here, this block has no plus symbol at the bottom, so this is an individual text block, so which is called as unthreaded text. And here in this diagram, if you see, here you have two blocks of text, whereas in the first block at the bottom of the handle you can see the plus symbol, and in the second block at the top of the handle you can see this plus symbol. So which means these two blocks are threaded. Okay, so the remaining part of the text flows in the second text block, so this is called as threading the text. And this threading of text which has two or more text block, here you can tell this as a story. Even this is called as a story. Okay, so threading the text is also called a story. Then the next one is how to unthread a threaded block. So how to unthread a threaded block. Okay, so this we will see in the next class, and till this you just go through it, and if you have any doubts please do ask in the classroom session. Thank you, children.